Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today we will journey through The Silver Chair by C.S. Lewis. The Silver Chair by C.S. Lewis, first published in 1953, is the fourth book in the Chronicles of Narnia by publication order and the sixth chronologically. It follows two schoolchildren, Eustace Scrubb and Jill Pole, as they are summoned to Narnia to rescue Prince Rilian, heir to Narnia's throne. Guided by Aslan's cryptic signs, they embark on a perilous quest filled with challenges, moral lessons, and moments of profound growth. Plot summary. On a dismal autumn afternoon, Jill Pole found herself hiding behind the gym, tears streaming down her face from the relentless bullying at Experiment House, a dreary coeducational school. It was here that Eustace Scrubb, an odd but well-meaning boy, stumbled upon her. After a tense exchange, Eustace confided in Jill about his extraordinary journey to another world, Narnia, and suggested they might escape their bleak reality by calling out to Aslan. They tried, and to their astonishment, a door appeared, opening not to the dull schoolyard but to a radiant, otherworldly landscape. Once in this marvelous land, Eustace was blown away by Aslan's breath, landing him elsewhere, leaving Jill alone on a towering cliff. There, she encountered the great lion, who gave her a vital task. She and Eustace must rescue Prince Rilian, the lost heir to the throne of Narnia. Aslan entrusted her with 4 signs to guide them, emphasizing that they must remember and follow these signs above all else. Then, with a mighty breath, he sent her on her way. Jill reunited with Eustace near the castle of Cair. There, they observed the departure of an aged King Caspian, whom Eustace recognized with dismay as the once vigorous youth he had sailed with on his previous visit to Narnia. The children soon met a giant owl named Glimfeather, who whisked them away to a secret parliament of owls. The owls revealed the tragic tale of Prince Rilian, who had disappeared years earlier while seeking vengeance on a serpent that killed his mother. The prince had last been seen captivated by a mysterious, beautiful woman clad in green. The owls urged the children to set out at once to find the prince, cautioning them to avoid the suspicion of the Lord Regent, Trumpkin, who might bar them from leaving. The children were assigned a guide, Puddleglum, a marshwiggle whose gloomy outlook masked a steadfast courage. Together, they began their journey northward. The signs Aslan had given soon came into play, but the children failed to follow the first one. At Cair, Eustace had not recognized King Caspian as the old friend Aslan had warned them to greet. This failure weighed on them as they pressed forward. Their path led them through the harsh, desolate moors and into the land of giants. They sought shelter at the towering castle of Harfang, where the inhabitants seemed hospitable but vaguely threatening. Jill and Eustace discovered to their horror that the giants planned to eat them. The group fled the castle just in time, escaping through treacherous mountain terrain. They stumbled into the ancient ruins of a giant city, where Jill recalled the second sign. They must journey to the ruins. There, they found a hidden entrance leading underground. They descended into the eerie, dark depths of the Underland, where they were captured by sinister Earthmen and brought before the Lady of the Green Kirtle, a beautiful and commanding woman who radiated menace. The lady introduced them to a silent, mysterious knight who seemed bound to her service. She claimed he could guide them further, but her words carried the chill of deceit. Soon after, the children discovered the knight was none other than Prince Rilian. Bound by the lady's enchantment, he was trapped in a nightly ordeal where he raved and struggled against invisible chains. The lady had bewitched him into forgetting his true self, convincing him that his bonds protected others from his madness. Yet the children recalled the fourth sign: help would come when someone asked for aid in Aslan's name. At the height of his torment, Rilian cried out for help in Aslan's name, breaking the spell. Freed from his enchantment, Rilian revealed his fury at the lady's manipulations. When she returned, she attempted to reassert her power, transforming into a monstrous green serpent. The group fought valiantly, and it was Rilian who delivered the final blow, avenging his mother's death and shattering the lady's control over the Underland. The Earthmen, once enslaved by the lady's enchantments, were now free. They joyfully prepared to return to their own land deep within the earth. Meanwhile, the children and Rilian made their way back to Narnia with Puddleglum, their bond forged in shared hardship and victory. When they emerged from the Underland, they found that much time had passed. Caspian had returned from his voyage, but the years weighed heavily upon him, and he lay on his deathbed. Rilian reunited with his father just in time to share a final, poignant moment. Caspian passed away, his face full of peace, knowing his son had been restored. In Aslan's country, the children encountered the great lion once more. Aslan reminded them of their growth and the lessons they had learned through their journey. In a moving act, Aslan used his blood to restore Caspian to youthful life in his world, a brief but beautiful fulfillment of Narnia's magic. Then, Aslan returned Eustace and Jill to Experiment House, where they stood tall and confident, ready to confront their tormentors with a newfound strength and understanding. Want more from Chronicles of Narnia series? Look for the other books by C.S. Lewis in the description or on Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in C.S. Lewis's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.